everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Attack Productions. I Bankrupt wins game by Fluff and Jimmy.
What's up, people?
I'm not used to being last.
I did that intentionally. Thanks y'all for tuning in. Keep on his buttons, links, check them out. Let's get into this match. Today's matchup is set 8 starter Baby Vegeta taking on set 16 Zamasu Wish, I think.
Yeah, that was set 16, right?
Yeah, I think it's set 16.
Also, real quick, these are some pretty cool mats, guys.
Yeah, they are pretty damn neat. I'm very jealous of Fluff's mat there. It's so clean.
Where did I get that mat from, Jimmy? If we want to plug that real quick.
It was is it like Ophidian? I don't remember exactly. We both got a mat from there.
Yeah, Ophidian, I think it is.
Yeah, we'll flash it on screen here. Not sponsored. I just think their products are really cool.
Send me the link so I can flash it.
Yeah, and if you want my mat, unfortunately they are no longer in stock. None of their mats are in stock, so just ignore that. But what's got you back on Wish, Zamasu?
I was really tired of playing Majin Vegeta every week, and I just wanted a deck that had a different pace that wasn't like aggro-centric. Unfortunately, I ended up playing 2 matches against aggro this week. This game and then against Supreme Kai Time. And if you know anything about Zamasu Wish, the deck is a slow boil up until about turn 3 or turn 4 before it really starts going off, especially if you're not able to get all your Dragon Balls.
Yeah, we haven't seen starter Baby Vegeta in a long time, but I had the fun experience of playing against it round 1 and was reminded that, like Fluff said, this is an aggro deck. And I think it was Jimmy and Nick, the only 2 people who played at our shop. And I remember, like a long time ago, Jimmy, you were testing out like this turn 2 kill deck. And I feel like you just improved upon that, like at least in our matchup.
Yeah, so the starter baby got access to a lot of really cool cards, and also very unfortunate in an aggro matchup to have basically 2 of your life just ripped from you just for your leader effect. But it got access to a new Z deck card, which the card is just insane for the deck. When you look at the card in a bubble, it's a 2 energy, 2 Z energy multicolor card. So you kind of look at it and you're like this is kind of a steep cost. But then once you think about the deck as a whole, with the Miyu Baby Graceful Charity combo and your leader being able to attack twice, you build that 2 Z energy just for doing what the deck wants to do. So when I actually put the deck together, I was expecting the deck to flow in a very different way than what ended up happening. And then I think there's a lot of improvement that I can make in the way that I actually play this deck, but I felt that it went really, really smooth this past weekend. I kind of showed my hand a little bit off of the Graceful Charity discard 2, dropping both a Toa and a Janemba there. If you don't know what the Janemba does, he can bounce bounce any other evil incarnate or demon card, I believe, to play himself. So there is a Baby Janemba card that is evil incarnate that you can bounce back to your hand, which comes out right here, which plays when a multicolored baby card is played.
So sneaky.
Yeah, I was so in this turn, I was like, okay, he spent his 2 energy. He's essentially done playing cards, but I'm staring down 4 attacks on the field right here.
Mm-hmm.
So just off this, and then I wasn't even considering combo attack Janemba. I do have Nimbus in hand to turn the turn off, but I don't want to burn Nimbus this turn because it's the only floodgate that I've got, and I don't have a way to clear your field in the deck. So I'm counting on Nimbus to survive for next turn.
Mhm. And it was a little unfortunate. This deck really, really likes to go first because it can still play everything, even if your opponent is at 1 energy. And if they tap out, even better, you basically just get full reign of the board, and they have to expend their hand to combo out or use token blockers or whatever. It was a little unfortunate here because I did go second, and I charged my baby Evolved target on turn 1. If you don't know what the Z battle card does, it searches out you bottom deck 1, search out your Dr. Miyu, that then in turn searches out the Graceful Charity, and then the has activate main where you play the I don't remember the exact name of the baby. It's Super Baby 1, I believe. Um, it it's the starter deck baby. It plays that on top of the card, which is a dual attack offering that negates the skills on the board, and then also makes it so your opponent can't combo from the board, which is very strong, especially on turn 2. So I did a lot of digging here and was not able to get my target for evolve. Little unfortunate, but is what it is. I do got a grip of cards in hand that I can defend myself, and plus I want to get myself down to 2 life so I could activate my awaken.
Did was Poutine not able to rest the blue Janemba?
I'm pretty sure it did.
I thought you swung.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I thought you swung and comboed at least the super combo off that attack. I might have missaw it
No.
in that moment.
Um, but the nice thing about the combo attack Janemba, as well as the Hatred and Evil Everlasting Baby Janemba, is that that's not a once per turn effect. It plays. It's a unique card, so you can't play multiple of them. But it plays anytime a multicolor baby is played. So you play the Z Battle card baby, play the Janemba, swing with it, bounce for combo attack Janemba, and then you can play the 5-drop on top of it. That's another multicolor baby play, and then replay the Janemba once again. So Pan is the secret rare of choice here, mainly because it's a great defensive tool while also being a great aggro tool. If you're not familiar with it, it gets its cost reduced for cards on the field. So at 4 cards on the field, she becomes just a 0-drop that you can throw on the field. You don't have to play her by her counter attack. You can just slam her, and she's just a 40k strike, which is really nice for getting those last lives or making your opponent respond to a card.
Yeah. And you saw I had to burn the Nimbus there. There was no way I was going. I'm at 1 life. There's no way that I'm going to out counter or out combo on a 40k with the cards that were in my hand.
Yeah.
So I had to burn the Nimbus there. And I'm just hoping that I can find a Nimbus or something to floodgate you on the next turn. And the thing with Zamasu is like, there are things that I can do here. I could potentially put a Kefla on the field and try to go for game, but you have quite a few cards in hand, and most of the cards in my hand are 1k or 110k combos. So if I tap out to play Kefla, I don't have any combo power to stop it.
And one other nice thing about Pan I forgot to mention is that since it does not play by a skill, when you just hard cast it from the hand for 0, it gets over stuff like Poutine doesn't open multiple counter windows. So it's a very strong card. And we missed it when it happened earlier. You probably already left the comment if you're one of the comment sharks. Fluff did draw the 2 cards for Goku Black before the end of the turn, before his swing. It does not matter. You didn't combo. Those cards were irrelevant on that turn. We just missed it earlier, so cover it there.
I want to talk about like where Fluff's at right now, because you had to awaken by force, unfortunately, so you couldn't do like the normal wish awakening, so your Dragon Balls still get put back in your deck. Does that like affect you at all with this deck? Because I know it has the ability to pull them still.
The big thing with this deck is the deck is built high because you draw so much. So the deck, I think, is sitting at 59 cards. So the idea is that you burn through all 7 Dragon Balls. When you awaken, every ball that's in your drop area goes to the bottom of your deck. And then you can activate main to grab another ball from your deck, shuffle your deck, and then play the ball and get more resources in your hand. The problem is that because Jimmy pushed me so hard, I had to take 2 balls from life. I haven't filtered as much as I would have liked in this game. So my hand is a bunch of 110K combos that I typically would have used on coercion to get out of my hand to get playable cards into my hand.
And to mention there, the reason that we tap the Miyu is because of the poutine. It's not a skill that plays Mew. It just has its cost reduced, very similar to Pan. The one drop baby would have made would have been played by a skill, so it should have procced poutine there, which you could have targeted, tapped. Just something, just another thing, a small thing that was missed here.
Yeah, I'm extremely tilted at this point. I'm gonna have to play this turn on 1 energy, and just seeing what you did last game. That was why what you did last turn. That was why I decided to clear your field as much as possible. I think you had like 6 or 7 cards in hand, and I was like, well, hopefully he doesn't have enough to put out another Janemba or another combo attack Janemba, and I was just wrong all the way around.
So yeah, we the poutine was procced on the baby Janemba play, which is fine. It ended up working out in my way because you probably would have just tapped down the Pan with your targeted tap. So I got to swing in with the Pan instead of the baby, which I would prefer.
Yeah. And that Janemba to me, the one that's on the field now, should have once per turn. Like, can only be played once per turn on it. Like, that card is so abusive, especially in that situation that we just saw where you played the 1 from your Z deck, you played it, bounced it back with combo attack, evolved, you get to play it again. Like, it's just so abusive. It really reminds me of, like, not quite as strong, but it kind of reminds me of Storm, where you're just getting to make free actions.
Yeah, and that's what this deck is pretty much entirely built on. There's like small little cost attached to things like the blue Janemba. He's a burst too, but that's just completely irrelevant. There's just really no cost to doing anything in this deck. The only thing that cost is the Z deck baby.
Yeah.
So you get just a ton of free actions and free value out of tapping 2 energy.
So I want to talk about this play real quick. I looked at the baby when Jimmy played it. I looked at the card and didn't see double strike or dual attack on it. So I super comboed there. I had another card in hand that I could have used to stop that attack, and then been prepared for the dual attack. But it gains dual attack by skill, and I didn't see that. I should have picked the card up and read it like I'm doing now, because I wouldn't have used my Gohan Piccolo super combo there. I would have paid the 1 energy for Final Flash the card, and got out of that attack, and then had the super combo to combo out of the attack. But as it stands now, I don't have the ability. Like, everything in my hand is a 110K. There's like no way that I can get out of this. I think it's up to like 55.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. And I was lucky enough to rip the 2 Foshas off of my super combo draw, which was just ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's as far as I can go. Everything else in hand is 110k. Like Zamasu just takes too much time to boil for an aggro deck like this. Like I would have had to perfectly have seen a floodgate every turn, and then probably not performed an action on my turn, and just passed with 3 open energy to feasibly survive that turn.
Oh, just showing you long, yeah.
Yeah. I was saying like if you got out of that attack, like I was just gonna throw the pig, which I really actually wouldn't have anything other than my leader to tap for the riposte. But
I would say the benefit with the leader is that you can use its ability to restand it to get another swing off it, which isn't bad. But that's today's video. Thank you for your opportunity. Keep minding those buttons, links, check them out, and bye.